Hi guys, I thought I'd do a short sort of talking movie all about camping in a van or sleeping in a van or a car. I realize that a lot of my subscribers and viewers are from certain parts of the world where camping is not in their culture, not so prevalent. Like New Zealand, Australia or America, everyone likes to go camping in the holidays in a van or a tent and enjoy the great outdoors. But in many cultures, this is an unusual or a foreign kind of experience. But many of them have said to me they would like to try this new style of adventure, but they're a little bit apprehensive. So I thought I'd go over a few things today, a few things that will help you take that first step. So today I thought I would share with you a few things that you need to think about, some things that you need to prepare and take with you when you go camping. Remember, the first 2 or 3 times you go camping, it's very important that you have an enjoyable and a good experience, so that you have a good memory of camping and that you will feel like you want to do it again. If you have a bad experience, if things go wrong and you're not happy or not comfortable, then you won't really be too keen to try it again. Particularly if you're taking your partner or a friend with you, they won't want to go again if they haven't had a good experience. So it's important to make a good experience for your first camping trip. And to do that, you need to remember what to take. You need to take some essentials. So I've made a list of what I believe are the most important things you should remember and take with you. There are other people watching this who may think of something else, or maybe think of something that I have missed. So you are welcome to add those in the comments below. I'm sure they will be helpful to people who watch this video and have never been camping or tried sleeping in a van or a car before. So let's get started. Okay, so I'll slowly work through the list. But when I first started to build my camping van and decided to try camping, there were 3 main things that were very, very important to me. And I think they're important to everybody if you want a good camping experience. 1, you must have a good sleep. You must have a good bed. If you don't sleep well in the morning, you feel a little bit tired and sleepy, and all day is quite difficult. You're tired all day. And if you've got to drive a long distance, it's dangerous as well if you haven't had a good sleep. So it is very important, I believe, to have a good bed and a good sleep. Take a comfortable pillow, mattress, and a blanket. And take extra blanket, just in case you're cold and you need to stay warm. The second thing that's most important, I believe, is good food. You must eat well. If you're only eating $2 instant noodles and cheap food, then 1, it's not healthy, and 2, you're not really having a great time. If you're cooking up beautiful fresh vegetables and nice fresh meat, eating good food, you will have a good experience and you'll feel happy. The third thing that I believe is most important is being clean and tidy. There's nothing worse than losing something. Oh, I need to open this can, but I can't find the can opener. Where's the can opener? I can't open this can of tomatoes. I've lost it. So it's important that everything is in the right place. You must be clean and tidy. Of course, cleanliness is important. Otherwise, if things get dirty where you're cooking and washing your hands, you can get sick. So everything's got to be clean and easy to find. So clean and tidy is the third thing. Okay, the next thing on my list, and they're not necessarily in order of importance, but the next one I've put down was a mobile phone and your mobile phone charger. I know it sounds simple and basic, but actually how many times have we left home without our charger or our phone? and you need your charger. If you're away for several days camping, you've got to have a way to charge it. Either you've got the connector that goes into your cigarette lighter in the car, or you've got a little power connector that goes into the wall. I have one in my camping van permanently, so that whenever I hit the road and head somewhere, I don't need to think about these details. I just have one permanently in the van ready to go. So think about this, plan for that. Okay, some of the other items on my list are a first aid kit. You should have a basic first aid kit in your van or anywhere if you go camping, if you're in a tent or car or whatever. Got to have a basic first aid kit. Should have some sticking plasters in case you cut yourself, a little bit of cream in a tube in case you burn yourself cooking, and also some suntan lotion so you don't get fried and cooked by the sun. And also maybe a few painkillers. Maybe you have a headache, a pounding headache or something, you can just take a painkiller so at least you can relax and get some sleep at night if you need to. The other thing is water. You need a lot of water for cooking and drinking. You can never take too much water. Grab a big plastic container and fill it up with fresh water. Sometimes where you're camping, or most places where you're camping, there's a tap. You can empty it out if it's getting old and just fill it up with fresh water when you need it. Paper towels. I always seem to use a lot of paper towels when I'm cleaning around the van, when I'm cooking, wiping my hands. You use a lot of paper towels, so take at least a couple of rolls of paper towels. They're very, very handy when you're cleaning and when you're cooking. I mostly use paper plates or cardboard plates. You can get really good ones now. They're really hard and they don't sort of fall apart or go floppy. They're quite firm, these cardboard plates you can get now, and you can just put them in your rubbish bag when you finish. You don't have to spend time cleaning and scrubbing the plates. I only have a few basic cooking items. I have one pot that I can boil and cook the water for the tea, and also cook vegetables in, and I have one pan that I can use to fry my steak or some meat or lamb, or fry some eggs, or steam some eggs. So I have bare basic equipment for the kitchen. Remember, space is a premium, so you really get your bare essentials down to just the necessities. I've included a photo in this video of my basic cooking equipment. This is my little gas cooker. It's just a single cooker. It's all I need, and most of the time I'm cooking outside. I put it on my fold-up table. It's my fold-up table. I put it up outside, and I cook outside in the fresh air. And I find that's fine. One cooker is enough for me. And I really cook inside. Not very often. I don't like cooking smells inside, but I will set it up and cook some water, boil some water inside in the morning for a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Or if it's particularly windy and cold outside, I'll sit inside and make some tea or coffee. Need some extra bottles. You just put the bottles inside the gas cooker. Don't forget to take some extra ones of these. I find these for me last about 3 meals. So if you plan like that, allow each bottle 3 meals for each bottle, and work out how many days you're away. You'll roughly know how many bottles you need. This is my extra interior light. It just runs on 3 batteries which screw in underneath. I don't rely on the light in my van. It probably runs down the battery in my van. I don't want to do that, so I just have an extra couple of lights on hand. This one's particularly good. Has 3 batteries in it, and it lasts for weeks and weeks and weeks. Mind you, I only use it sometimes, not all the time, but it's incredible how long the batteries last. So I can just hang this up in the corner of the van somewhere, and I use this for my light. Also, in this corner, I have a fan, a little electric fan. If I'm at a camping station, I'm using their power. I'm plugged into the hookups. I run it on their power. If it gets too hot at night, I can just run the fan. I do have the windows open a crack to let in the fresh air, but it's nice to have the fan to circulate the air. Or a if I don't have hookups, I just plug that in here to my inverter. I've also been asked about the toilet in my van, so I'm going to show you my little bathroom on my toilet. It's behind the wall at the end of the bed, so it is quite private. There's a black curtain there I can pull across. Now that's the position of it when I'm driving. And on top of the toilet there, you can see it's covered, but on top of that, in a plastic bag, I will have my bedding. My pillow and my nice blanket, warm blanket, will be in a plastic bag and packed neatly on top of the chemical toilet. Now when I stop to camp somewhere, I move the position of the seat and I put the toilet in a good position so that it's able to be used. I'm going to set that up now so you can see how I actually do it. Okay, so here we are with the seat forward, the toilet in the right position, and that's how I leave it set up for the evening, for the night when I'm parked up to camp. We've got the sun streaming in from that side of the van at the moment, so the curtain looks almost transparent, but from the other side it's just black. You cannot see anything, so it's very, very private. But as you can see, there's plenty of room there for the toilet, and it's ready to use at any time for an emergency. Just about always, I'm never far from a public bathroom or the bathroom at the camping station, so this toilet would rarely ever be used, but at least it's there for an emergency if you need it. Now, with the new regulations for 2018, all camping vans, Freedom camping vans included, must have a toilet set up that is available 24 hours. It can't be in a box or a packet that's packed under the bed or in the boot of the car. It must be set up in a permanent position so it can be used. So this is why I designed the van with the toilet at this end behind the wall. All you need to do is to put the seat forward and the toilet is available. So this will meet the requirements of a Freedom camping van for 2018. Here's a quick shot of my couch, which is now folded out to become a double bed. I don't have my bed covers and pillows on, but it gives you an idea of the size. It's very thick, the mattress, the sponge, very thick, very comfortable. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's just basically a snapshot of how I go camping, and also a list of things that I consider important enough to go on your checklist. If you don't have a permanent van or set up where you can leave everything in place, then it's a good idea to have a checklist. So every time you go, you can work down the list and make sure you've got the basic essential things. If there's things I missed or things that you think should go on the list, please add them in the comments below. I'm happy to learn. I'm sure it will be helpful to all the people who watch my channel. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up, a like, or click the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon on the next video. Take care.